When it comes to the sport of football, in my opinion, I think everyone's opinion, the ball is the most important part of the game. But as time rolls on, the gym definitely has its place and has its role. Whether that's for injury prevention or performance, there definitely is room for it. Again, the most important thing is your game, your touch, your mind, all that stuff. But again, at times you have to get in the gym, whether it's at home or a fancy gym like this, doesn't matter. They all work, and put in some time on your body. This video is going to be a workout for beginners. So if you're first starting out and you're not really sure what to do in the gym, this video is for you. I'm gonna keep it very, very basic, a normal split that you can do full body, get a lot of bang for your buck. I'm gonna give you 2 circuits. Each circuit is going to have 3 exercises. You're gonna have 1 lower body exercise, 1 upper body exercise, and 1 core. So let's get into the first circuit. The first circuit is going to start with a goblet squat. Most people would say squat is one of the, kings of workout movements. The squat, you can't have a workout routine without some variation of the squat. I'm gonna give you the most basic one. It's called a goblet squat. You can use a dumbbell. I'll grab a 35 for now. A dumbbell. You can also use possibly a kettlebell. Either one will work. And let's walk over here for our squat. So, for beginners, I like to squat to a box. So again, a box, a chair, a bench, it doesn't really matter what it is. For me, that's a little bit too low. So I'm just gonna make it a little bit higher. Again, you can do this at home by stacking anything. It's really just a guide on how deep I feel like I wanna go today. So, the goblet squat, how do you hold it? First of all, how do you pick it up? Pick it up correctly, flat back, and get it here. Palms underneath the one side of the dumbbell. You're gonna hold it right under your chin. That is the goblet position. Now the box, what's the point of the box? The box gives you a guide, where to sit back to. If you're a new lifter, maybe you're always going forward. We know this is no good, your knees are going forward. I want you guys sitting back. So this box is gonna give you the confidence to sit those hips back, engage those hamstrings, get those glutes, in addition to the quads. So the goblet squat, you're here under the chin. Get over the point of the box, look straight ahead, feet flat. You're gonna sit back, just kiss that box as a guide, and then come up. Sit back, kiss the box, and come up. Once I kind of get a feel for that box, I'm not really gonna sit to it today. You also can do that. I can go into greater detail on that later, but for now, you don't really wanna do that as a beginner. Just sit back, get a feel for that box is, and come back up. I can make this box lower or higher, depending. For me, this is where I wanna be right now. So again, I'll give you a few reps without talking. A couple key points now. I'm sitting back. I'm not going like this. You can tell it's a lot of stress on the knees and the joints. Another key point, my knees. They're not coming in either. They're strong, I'm keeping them stable where they are. Maybe even push them out slightly. Another key point, I'm getting tired here holding this dumbbell, the foot. You wanna keep 3 points of contact. The big toe, I'm gonna put this down for now. The big toe, the pinky, and the heel. Can you keep that triangle? If I lose the pinky, look, my knee is caving. If I lose the big toe, I'm now going out way too far and I'm losing that power. If I lose the heel, that means I'm on my toes. So can you keep that tripod glued to the ground, squeeze the floor, squeeze, kiss, and then come right back up. And again, like I mentioned, the kettlebell, same thing. You can hold it here. A lot of people like to hold it upside down, like this. It's all a preference thing. Whatever is most comfortable for you will work just fine. Get over that box. Last 3 reps for the goblet squat. 2 and 3. So again, just basic. Work on that technique. If you really want to work on your form, you can even add time on it. Maybe you go down slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. And stand. I can do the same thing with that weight. That'll really drill home your form. If you're just cranking them out, up and down, you're probably not having the best form. So again, start with that goblet squat. It's a great area to work for a lower body push. So the second exercise for that first circuit, as I ended before, I said lower body push. Obviously a squat is a push to get up. So I like to pair that with upper body, but also the opposite. I'm gonna go upper body pull. So what's one of the foundational movements for upper body pulling? It's almost like you need to have it in your locker. Pull-ups or chin-ups, right? You have to be able to move your own body weight up and down. So I'll usually take the same box. I'll kind of straighten it out though. A little bit awkward moving it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And again, obviously, I don't have to go into great detail on this because almost everyone knows what a chin-up or a pull-up is. Chin-up is underhand, here. Pull-up is overhand, okay? Those are the two differences. Right now, again, depending on the day, doesn't really matter which one you pick. I'm gonna go chin-up today. A little bit easier, underhand grip, okay? So when you grab the bar, you really wanna focus on staying tight. A lot of people will grab the bar, again, if you need a step, which is why this is here, might as well use it. That way you can get your grip right before you step down. So now on this one, the start position, all the way down, abs tight. You can see I'm tight. I'm not like this, broken, rib cage flared, and just kind of squirming. I'm trying to be like a gymnast almost. Get tight, and then come up, and then back down. Full range of motion as you come up and down on that pull bar. I'm not throwing my head back, just trying to get over this thing, all broken. Keep my core tight, toes all the way to my hands as I pull to get myself up over that bar and then back down. Just keep the whole thing tight. I'm not gonna go into great detail because there's much more going on with the squat. This one, you wanna stay tight, keep good form, and just pull until that chin is above the bar, and then all the way back down. If that is too tough for you, there's easy ways to scale this. I got bands everywhere, light, medium, some heavy bands over there. It all depends how much help you need. Maybe you take a band, put it through, and then pull it tight. Now, usually you can have someone helping you. If you don't have anyone helping you, you have to do it yourself. Pull it down. 1 foot is fine, right there. It's not gonna go anywhere. Now I come here in the same setup. It looks sketchy, but once you're down, nothing to worry about. Now, obviously, this is way easier. I have this band helping me. This isn't a heavy band. There's not too much help, but I definitely feel a slight difference. If I need more help, I can add a bigger band or add 2 bands. There's always ways to make it easier. Harder, I can put a belt on, attach some weight. I can throw some chains around my neck just to make it heavier. So again, there's your first 2 exercises. Lower body push, the goblet squat, and upper body pull, the chin up. So we did the lower body, we did the upper body. What's left? Let's do the middle, okay? Core. So again, I'm gonna start with an anti-extension core exercise. What do I mean by anti-extension? You're basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. You're fighting extension throughout the entire exercise. Obviously, the most basic one would be a plank. Everyone knows a plank. Whether you're doing it right or not, who knows, but when you're doing a plank, look at my back now. You can, I don't know if it is, but I think it is. It's starting to look a little bit arched, right? A lot of people do planks like this, where they sink their hips down. This is no good. I'm completely extended in my spine. I gotta get that pelvis under, raise the hips a little bit. Now you can tell my core is firing much, much more. But most of you guys already know that, so I wanna give you a little bit of a tougher one. But same rules apply. Can I keep that flat back and not let it arch and extend? Let's do stir the pot. It's called stir the pot for obvious reasons. I'm gonna be in a plank on this physio ball. This is way harder because obviously it's moving. The ground doesn't move. As I get into my plank, it's gonna start shaking a little bit. I have to stabilize and keep it still. Once I have my plank, stir the pot. Just like you're making soup, like a witch, right? You're gonna stir the pot in circles. Right now, when it's here, my elbows and my forearms are underneath my center of mass. I have a good, strong, stable position. As I stir the pot, what happens? The arms go out. I have less support. Now my core is gonna start to fire. So, get into that good plank position to start. You don't wanna be on the ball. This is no good. Come up off the ball in that solid plank position. Now, on this one, Stir the pot. You're gonna come out. That's where I feel it. Right there, I'm on fire, and then I'm okay again. I come out, feel it, and then I come back. Obviously, the slower you go, as I pause, that makes it way worse. Out and back. Maybe you do 8 reps one way, or 10, and then you go 8 or 10 the other way, just stirring the pot. As I go out, complete fire, all right? But again, can you stay hollow? Can you stay flat and not extend? So in review, that first circuit, lower body push, goblet squat to the box, lower body push, upper body pull, pulling, chin-ups, okay? And then you had anti-extension core. Can I keep that plank and not let anything break as I move that ball in circles? That squat, it's gonna hit your quads, hamstrings, your glutes. The chin-up we know is predominantly back. Since you're doing the chin-up though, underhand grip, you will hit a little bit of bicep, obviously. And obviously, like I said, this is gonna hit you right front and center, right in the middle of your core. That's your first circuit. Real quick before I end that, reps. Again, it depends what you're going for. Strength, you want lower reps. Endurance, you want higher reps. But again, what was the main purpose of this video? Beginners. So why make it complicated? Keep it simple. Maybe you do 10 to 12 reps and just do 3 rounds. 10 to 12 squats, 10 to 12 chin-ups with a band if you need it. Maybe on this you go 8 and 8. And then like I said, 3 rounds, that would be your first circuit. The second circuit, I'm gonna do the same thing. Not the same exact exercises, but the same exact format, meaning lower body push, upper body pull, and then an anti-extension core exercise. Today is all about that. I want a lower body push day, I want an upper body pull day, and I want an anti-extension core day. That's my main theme here on today's circuit. So the second circuit, we did a lower body push. It was a goblet squat, right? That's bilateral, it's 2 legs. And maybe now I'm thinking on my second circuit, I wanna go unilaterally, meaning single leg. You know, you guys have all seen lunges. That would be a single leg exercise, or a Bulgarian split squat where one leg is up on the bench and you're coming down, all single leg stuff. Step downs. I'm kind of rambling here because I want to let you know that there's many different options. But today, I'm just gonna give you one. Let's focus on the split squat now, all right? So a split squat, you're gonna grab 2 dumbbells, right? It could be 2 dumbbells. Maybe you grab 1 kettlebell or 1 dumbbell and you go into the goblet position and do a split squat. Again, there's many different variations. So for now, I'm gonna grab 2 relatively light dumbbells and I'm gonna go into the split squat position. The split squat position is basically the lunge position. So I might be here and here. I'm in my split squat position at the top of it. On this one, you're gonna go down and then back up. You do not necessarily have to go all the way to the ground. Go off field. Once you get some good solid depth, hold it and then come up. Same deal. Maybe you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 3 seconds down, 3-second hold. Or if you just want to do regular reps, you can do regular reps. It all depends on how easy or how hard you want to make it. Obviously, once you hit your desired reps, you'd switch legs and come here and boom. You might notice you have one side that's nice and smooth and another side that might be shaky. That's completely normal. As we play sports, we develop a lot of imbalances. So you need the gym, especially unilateral exercises, to make sure both sides feel somewhat even. So again, very similar to the squat. You don't want to break, you want to stay tight. You're still working all the big muscles, but you're working one leg at a time. You might be thinking, if you're a beginner, which leg am I working? Am I working the front leg or the back leg? You're working the front leg. This is almost like a kickstand. It's helped me with balance, but when I come down, you can see this quad, this leg, this hammy, this glute is here, and I'm pushing, and this leg is getting all the work. This is just for balance. It's helping out a little bit, but you're working that front leg. That would be your second circuit, the first exercise, lower body push, the split squat. You might do 8 to 10 reps on the right, and then 8 to 10 reps on the left. So same theme. The second exercise of the first circuit was your upper body pull. We did a vertical pull, pulling up. So now, for my second pull, let's go horizontal. So now, what's a horizontal pull? It's a row. Rowing is huge. You can't have a workout routine without some type of row. There's a million variations. Right now, let's go with a very basic one and use the TRX. So you might have one of these, you may not. In my gym at my dad's house, if you go there right now, there will be the rings that you have in a playground, those little blue things with the little plastic black handle. He must have stolen from somebody, and he put those on. So again, whether you have the fancy stuff or the homemade stuff, there's ways to get it done. So the row, the TRX row. Again, obviously at first I have to adjust this thing to get it to the proper height. So mind me, don't mind me, let me do this. Once you have that, you then grab the handles. Now, the farther I go down, the harder it's gonna get. Like right here, really easy. I'm not really feeling anything. But again, this is for everyone. You see a lot of older people at the gym, younger people, they might start right here. That might be hard enough. I'd rather you do it here and do it perfect than go low and make it sloppy. So I'll stay here first. So on this one, again, similar to that plank, from my heels all the way through my ears, I want to be relatively straight. So I should be pretty diagonal right now. I don't want to be here. You can tell I'm slacking. Now I'm overextended. No good. Can you stay here? And as you pull, can you just bring it right to your chest and don't lose your position? A lot of people go like this and they do the whole chicken head thing and they come here, head first. That is no good. So let me go a little bit lower. As I get lower here, it's getting harder and harder and harder. So on this one, you're here and you're going to row up and then down. Pull, up, and then down. Up, and then down. Usually the hardest version, the one that I usually do, again, I've been working out for, I don't know how long, pretty old, maybe 20 years. So on this one, you come all the way down, and I'll put my feet on the box, I'll bridge up, and I'll start from here. This would be the hardest variation of the row. But again, staying square. If this is too easy, which it will become, maybe I throw some chains or some weight around my waist to make it that much more difficult. But again, when you're rowing, keep your shoulders down. Don't let your shoulders come up like this. Think about bringing your elbow back and your hands are just hooks. If you take your hands and you think your hands are doing all the pulling, you're gonna work the wrong muscles. Relax the hands and focus on just taking this elbow and pulling it back. Obviously both at the same time. Whether it's a dumbbell row, same deal. Pulling it back, working your back muscles all up in here, you're gonna feel it. That is your upper body pull in the second circuit, and now it's a horizontal pull versus a vertical pull. Again, 10, 15 reps, that's your second one. All right, you guys know what's coming next. You're starting to notice the pattern. The third thing is your core. Again, same theme, anti-extension. You did stir the pot last time. Now, just to burn out, let's do some kneeling hollow planks. A kneeling hollow plank, instead of going on your feet and your elbows, kneeling hollow plank, you're gonna be on your knees. So you go knees, elbows, feet off the ground. But again, this is what we don't want. Look at my back, it's all arched. I wanna make sure I tuck my pelvis under and get nice and hollow. I'm actually a little bit rounded on purpose. I'm pulling my belly button in and get my back a little bit rounded. Once I have that, right now this is pretty comfortable. Take your elbows and bring them to kind of where your eyes are. Boom, boom. What's this look like? Stir the pot, but almost like a permanent hold on stir the pot. Bringing the arms out, awful feeling. Tuck your pelvis under, and you're just gonna hold. Now, I'm really squeezing. I'm trying to stay as hollow as possible, and this one would be for time. Your time would be based off how long you can hold it before this starts to happen. Once that starts to happen, just stop. You'd rather do 20 good seconds. A minute if you're good, right? 20 good seconds and 40 terrible seconds, right? Keep good form. Again, I used to do this for 10 or 15 seconds, but like really hard. Pulling the elbows in, turn the pelvis under, and just squeezing hard for 10 or 15 seconds to get that core and not breaking. So again, that's for time. Everyone, I can't give you a time because everyone is different. The other stuff, you guys can scale it. Want to make it harder? Do more weight. Make it easier? Do less weight. This, it's the same weight for everyone. It's your body weight, but no external weight added. So pick a time that works for you, and that will be, how much you're going to work that anti-extension core exercise. As a footballer, guys, I told you, the football or the soccer ball, whatever you want to call it, is the most important thing. But even me, I train every day. I play soccer every day. I touch the ball every single day. I try to get in here at least twice a week. Once a week, what am I doing? I'm doing this type of workout. I'm doing a lower body push, upper body pull, and I'm doing anti-extension core. That's my first day. Every time I come in, I just re-plug in different exercises. You know what I mean? Maybe instead of goblet squat, next time I go front squat. Instead of doing a chin up, maybe I go pull up. Instead of doing a lunge split squat, maybe I do my single leg skater squat instead. Instead of doing my TRX row, maybe I grab some dumbbells this week and I do a one arm row. I just re-plug in different exercises, and instead of stir the pot and the hollow plank, maybe I do a dead bug and a hollow rock, right? Same exact outline, I'm just re-plugging in different exercises. Real quick, I'm not gonna go into depth, I gotta make note of what my second day would be. My second workout during the week, what do you think it is? It's the opposite. So instead of doing my lower body push of a squat, what am I gonna do? Lower body pull. So instead of doing a squat, the next time during the week, maybe I do an RDL or a deadlift. Whether you're gonna hold it this way or this way, a deadlift. Now I'm pulling with my lower body. My upper body would be a push, because last time I did a pull, I did a chin up, I did a row. So maybe I do a push up or a bench press or a shoulder press. And obviously the core, instead of going anti-extension again, maybe I do some lateral work like a side plank, or maybe I do some rotation instead with a band, or anti-rotation like a Palloff press. Again, I'm just doing the opposite. The workout I showed you was all about lower body pushing, upper body pulling, and anti-extension core. Next time, I would go lower body pull, upper body push, and then the core, maybe some rotation instead, just to change it up. Those are your two basic workouts. I showed you one in depth. The other one, you can imagine, it's just the opposite. It's a great place to start. I've been lifting for like 20 years. I like to think I'm in relatively good shape. I'll give you a quick little secret. I work out twice a week for 15 minutes. Swear. Nothing more, nothing less. Obviously, I run a ton, but lifting-wise, I work out twice a week, 15 minutes at the most. I do that, what I just showed you, and then I do the other one I just talked about, the lower body pull and upper body push. I do nothing else, and I'll tell you, I'm in pretty good shape. I feel good, I'm healthy. You don't need to be in the gym for an hour and a half, 8 days a week. Again, there's only 7 days in a week, exactly. It's an expression. Don't go crazy. Keep it simple. If you're a beginner, start with this. Make it harder, make it easier. But again, this is a great starting point. Hopefully this video helped you in some way. If you want to see more gym videos, leave me a comment. I definitely can add more. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.